of our third speaker for the Affirmative is Philip Nathaniel Wang Sin Goy. Now, his management recommended that he take the Wang out, but he didn't want to get arrested again, so... So thankfully, Phil left his Wang in. Here he is, the awesome Phil Wang.
Thank you, Magda. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I'm Phil Wang, a.k.a. the only comedian here whose parents will disown him if he doesn't get an A+ tonight. Now, to explore the cosmos, to venture into the unknown, to dare to dream, is the duty of the inspired and of the inspiring. So, it is really no surprise today to face opposition to this particular motion from the rather uninspiring collection of individuals to my left. Sammy J, who somehow manages to look simultaneously like a schoolboy lost on a field trip and the substitute teacher that got them lost.
So much.
Dulcé, who's apparently afraid of violence from Chinese people, even though she keeps them going economically with her silk purchases. And Rich Hall, a man so old his proctologist can't legally enter him without a hard hat. It is...
That's the way, Phil. Play the man, not the ball.
Anyway, now that old Wang's burned everyone to within an inch of their lives, let us get on with the subject at hand. Ladies and gentlemen, the Earth has well and truly, as you say here in Australia, got fucked. Have you looked around recently? We've treated this place worse than an orgy Airbnb. We've humped and we've pumped, and no one's willing to clean up this dump. As Urzila has already pointed out, our days here are numbered. We've sucked at the teat of Mother Earth so hard and for so long that we've started to draw blood. We must now detach ourselves from her wizened old nipples for our own sakes, if not for hers. We are fast depleting this world's resources and are likely to soon run out of fossil fuels, unless we bury Rich Hall ASAP.
From the left. He didn't need to do that.
We have truly devastated our environment. We've poisoned our oceans and decimated our forests. Seriously, we've killed more wood than Sammy J at a pride parade. Forget Plan B, we need Plan A. By successfully moving to Mars, we could avoid global catastrophe, save our species, focus the human spirit on a single unified goal, and Rich can finally go home. This is Mars.
Oh, I've got it. Athletic.
This is Mars. Sorry, this is a model of Mars. Sorry, Mars should be a bit rougher than this. Okay, that should orbit a little tighter now. Now, Mars has many distinguishing features that single it out as an excellent choice for our next world. Firstly, it's impossible for our spaceships to crash into because it looks like a big red stoplight. Its surface is covered with oxidized iron sand and no water, which actually means Mars is all beach, baby. All beach and no sharks. Surf's down, dudes. Moving to Mars will bring with it myriad health improvements too. The lack of surface water alone will reduce risk of drowning by no less than 100%. In the vacuum of space, no one can hear you scream, which effectively means therapy will be free. Your boyfriend getting on your nerves? Just turn your head away from his dumb face and scream into the endless dark. No one's the wiser. Life on Mars might even bring an end to political dissatisfaction. The planet has an axial tilt of 25 degrees, as opposed to Earth's mere 23.4. Conservatives will surely stop complaining about disenfranchisement when the planet they live on is literally more right-leaning. We'll take advantage of Mars's natural blank canvas and customize its animal kingdom to our preferences. Our ships will be Noah's Ark, transporting with us all our favorite animals and leaving behind all the dickhead ones. Flying ants, skunks, snakes, spiders, and basically any animal from Australia. Koalas may apply for special consideration, as long as they clear up that chlamydia problem. Once is enough for me, thanks, koalas. We will take with us to our brave new world only the finest examples of Earth's fauna, only the tastiest cows, the most elegant birds, and the sluttiest cats. Without any oceans, we won't have to be grossed out by all those creepy deep-sea fish with their scary teeth, see-through heads, and glowing tentacle balls. Every fish, crab, and prawn on Mars will be accounted for in the water tanks of Chinese restaurants. Plump, juicy, and ready to eat, just as Confucius intended. And think of all the great leaps in science that will no doubt be necessitated by mass migration to Mars. In the wake of every great challenge faced by our species, we have seen a slew of new tools and toys for us all to enjoy. We owe the ubiquity of many now indispensable technologies to space races of the past, from Galileo's telescope to NASA's Velcro, and to all the GPS on all our phones. And where would we be without GPS? Even that question requires GPS. Imagine what marvels of science await us if only we dare to dream. All the cool, new, trickle-down technologies that Mars missions will generate. Vital gadgets of the future that we don't even know we want yet. An iPhone you can unlock with your breath. A toilet that submits online restaurant reviews based on the quality of your poo. An umbrella that turns rainwater into kombucha. A selfie stick that slowly leads people who use selfie sticks off cliffs. A dating app that won't match you with anyone who says, I've recently been getting into mindfulness. Condoms that can actually fit my penis. Also, extra large condoms.
Damn.
Hats that put themselves on. No more tears, tear gas. And of course, hover dogs. And to fuel this new industrial revolution, we will have at our fingertips a whole new planet to mine and exploit. And who would even care if we ruined it? Mars is already fucked up looking. It would be like punching Sylvester Stallone in the face. At worst, no one will notice any difference, and at best, it might even look better. On Earth, we have destroyed paradise and turned it into a barren wasteland. The logic then only follows that if we destroy a barren wasteland, it will surely turn into paradise. Unlike previous acts of colonization, colonizing Mars will be a victimless crime. The only living things that have been observed there are microbes. And who cares if we enslave them? What is medicine if not microbiological slavery? Slavery none of us have a problem with. No one's going to see 12 years an amoeba. We will all be able to partake in human imperialism with none of the guilt. Yes, brothers and sisters, we will dominate the heathen microbes. We will make that bacteria rue the day they were self-multiplied. We will take their tiny bacteria land and enslave their tiny bacteria womenfolk. And should they ever dare to rebel, we will crush them with antibiotics. The sun will never set on the Martian Empire, mainly due to the planet's longer rotation period. In summary, ladies and gentlemen, Earth may have been enough for Homo neanderthalensis and Homo erectus, but Homo sapiens has ambitions and needs beyond its borders. By relocating to Mars, we will inspire within ourselves a new lease of life, a new definition of the impossible as we migrate to redder pastures. Aided by new technological wizardry, we will mold our new home to our new, unique specifications and enthrall an army of micro-slaves to do our bidding, their suffering invisible to the naked eye. And ultimately, ladies and gentlemen of Melbourne, surely no true Australian could possibly argue that we shouldn't move somewhere red, dusty, and utterly inhospitable. Now, the negative side today might think our motion to be mere wishful thinking, overly ambitious, pie in the sky. Well, dare to dream, ladies and gentlemen, because pie is not the only thing in the sky today.